My name is Octavia Yearwood. I am an artist, a multimedia artist. So I do performance art, visual arts, and I'm an author as well as an entrepreneur, and I work in philanthropy. I do everything. I am everything. My background, as far as an artist is concerned, I believe that just being alive and being a being is being an artist. So I've always been expressive. I started out with poetry when I was younger, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I've been using that as my voice when I was younger. Being in foster care, I didn't really feel like I had a voice, so then I used that as a voice. And that's kind of sort of how that cookie crumbled. And I've been just exploring the multiverse of being an artist and expression. Oh man, I think this is an awesome question, and I think it's even more awesome that I'm just had a hard time to pick one. So far, I suppose it's being an author and having the opportunity to do book engagement with youth and adults alike. When I was in New York City, and I did 2 speaking engagements, one with the Precious Dreams Foundation, and the next day was one of my own. I think that has been the most impactful moments thus far. Is it? I don't know. All right, well, let me take that back. I'll have to give 2016 a little bit of rain on this, because while that was a great experience, when I won the American Express Emerging Leaders Award, that was very huge for me because I felt seen. You know, like as an artist, I think, and as a mentor, as a philanthropist, I feel like I have not I've been seen by just my people, right? My incubator of folks. And when I won that award, and then I won the 40 under 40 later that year, I was like, wow, okay, people see me. I people pay attention. I'm doing something. And it just made me feel really good. That was really impactful. It's made me bold. It's made me be a bold person. Through art, when I would choreograph pieces and people would come up to me and say, I cried, that they felt that. And when people did that, when people would look at my artwork that I painted and be like, you did that? How did you do that? It made me realize that I had a voice. It made me realize that people like that I had something that I could just give, and people can get something from it too, as much as I was. And I think that art has helped me be more bold in being more intentional, being more passionate about giving, about expression. Yeah, and that has done a lot for my personality, because it's just when you realize how much you give through art, which is just something you may do on a pastime, or something you may do as a hobby, or something you may do on your own in this studio, you start to say, wow. Well, for me, what it was that it just helped me be more bold, to give more of myself to people outside of my own little personal space of a studio, outside of my own little personal space of a dance stage or a stage. Love. Why? Because love is all encompassing, and love is intentional, and love is healing, and love is something that is universal. Love speaks all languages, but love is what starts it all. And love is what it comes down to in the end, right? When they think about people who have created lands or even started wars, a lot of these things happen because of love, right? Men want to impress women, and so having more money, and you know what I mean? And wanting the affections from somebody, or even when you're on your deathbed, when you realize like, all that stuff might not have mattered, because right now I'm laying on my deathbed and all I want is to be around somebody that loves me. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a black artist. Yeah. I mean, I understand. The feelings toward this question, the dialogue that's within it. But there's one thing I noticed growing up. I didn't really have a big understanding of black and white per se. But I did understand my sister was light skinned and I was dark skinned, and I felt uglier because I was dark skinned. And then I grew up more and then was bullied. And then I'm also in my own society or my own culture of being black and then being bullied and then being, going through these different challenges over and over again from people who look like me. So it's like, for a long time of growing up, I didn't necessarily feel oppressed by a white person. I felt oppressed by my own people. And so when I got older, I started to kind of sort of disassociate, connect with my Hispanic side more because I felt more welcome there. And then lighter people and this and that. And then all of them through my career, met a lot of different non-black people that help propel me forward, and then there's this adoration that starts to develop for them, for me, and then it wasn't until I grew up more, like in the last 7 years, and I started to be around more black people who were progressive, who were focused on black people, on healing black people, and starting organizations and doing things like that, and then becoming embraced. But before even being embraced, I had a moment of understanding where it was when 12 Years a Slave came out, and the Butler, and the dude in the movie that was a part of the Butler movie had went to the White House, or someone had gone there, and they were like 99 years old or something, and they had been a slave, and now they're in the office with a black president. And it dawned on me and my friend Nicole at that moment, like, wow, there is a lot of years where we have been mentally oppressed, mentally just hammered. And it's hard to get out of that. So when you ask, am I a black artist or if I'm just an artist, the reason why I'm going to continue to say that I am a black artist is because I am a black artist. How am I giving back to my community is making sure that I focus on our youth. Making sure that I focus and support our youth, because I was a youth, I am a youth, and I know how important it is to feel heard, to get support, and to feel like somebody really understands you and is on your side. So for me, how I service my community is feeding back into the future, which is our youth, and also doing things like speaking engagements that help to heal and transform those who were like me, who endured a lot of pain, adversity, who needs to get past it in order to really make some change. So that's what I do. I dedicate my life's work to the people. Start asking questions of yourself. Somebody told me that, and then when I did, my life transformed. So I would tell myself that was younger than that self to start it then, because maybe we could be a little bit, a little bit further. Ask yourself more questions. Ask yourself why you think the way you do, why you feel the way you do, what do you want to do, what do you really feel, what do you have to say. Just keep asking questions. Oh. Y'all are just so much better than us. What can I say to y'all? Like, you kidding me? Man, y'all are doing some extraordinary things that I never even was thinking about, man. What would I say to a young artist? Be bold. Be bold. Go out there and just do whatever the it is for you. There's this saying, it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. If nobody's putting you in a box, don't put yourself in one. Don't ask them, well, what? No. I mean, you can ask for guidance, of course. Find yourself a mentor. That's what else I would tell to young artists. Find a mentor. Mentors are such a potent antidote to success and to just being better. And by success, I mean just being better, being the whole you, whoever you are. Having the proper mentor is going to catapult you in ways that you never thought was possible. I'm thankful. I found mine way later in life, but if I would have found one way sooner, again, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever. I'm where I'm supposed to be right now, but yeah, that's what I would say to young artists. You're looking like, what you laughing at? My favorite part about being an artist is being able to get away with what the hell I want to do. Okay, I can have my hair like this. I can put on whatever I want to put on. I can look however. I can say things wild for the night, and they'll be like, she's an artist. I love that. I love that I can really, again, it comes back to freedom. Who doesn't want freedom? Who does not want freedom? Show me that person. The best part about being an artist is being able to be free in whatever moment that is for you. I got you. Art has given me the opportunity to heal. That's the biggest opportunity that it continues to give me and that I've benefited from the most. The art giving me the ability to heal myself and to comfort myself in this cold, cold world. Yeah.